Hello. Today I wanted to redesign this logo. The original one, I think I sketched out like 1.5 years ago. And since then I've learned a lot more about logos. Like, this is probably also not the final product, but I wanted to have something that I like enough for me that when I'm doing other world building stuff that I feel okay with just slapping it onto stuff. Basically, it's quite evident quite fast in the plot of the comic that the ICP is not that nice. And it's kind of a military-esque installation, and when I've learned one thing from military things, like the way they look, they have logos slapped on everywhere. So yeah, I needed a logo. I basically mainly made this by moving around an I, a C, and a P for ICP, International Peace Commission, and tried some variations. And then I kind of couldn't really decide, like I had a few favorites in mind, and I sent some text messages to my boyfriend, but also put it on Instagram for a little vote. Thank you for everyone that participated, you helped out a lot. If you also want to, the future, participate, maybe hop over onto Instagram and leave me a little follow. I have a link below. Anyways, I think it was the fourth one that was chosen. Yeah, pretty sure it was the fourth one. So I went on with that. It was honestly also one of my favorites, to be honest, so very happy with that decision. I kind of made a cleaner version of the shield than like the original sketches, and then went on to try out some color variations. I basically already came in with an idea what the colors of the ICP would be, and I previously designed some stuff for that, but I still wanted to try around with different placements and a little bit of turquoise in the logo, just to be sure that it truly was what I wanted from it. I also tried out like coloring in the line art. I feel like that was a big game changer, because it would leave me with more variations, and I feel like it almost gives it a better, like, quote-unquote melody slash rhythm. I don't know, I feel like it makes sense in my head to describe visual things like music sometimes. Might just be me, but I feel like that's not an uncommon thing though. I then realized that, for one, the video is quite short, and two, I was in a flow of designing things and looking at things and wanting to figure out how it looks like. So I basically also made very rough, not very well made versions of how it would look like when the employees would wear that thing, because I would imagine they have a little badge, and basically also what is on the badge, how does it look like, what informations can you get from it. So basically I decided on adding a rank with that star. I don't know if I keep it as a star. I just like stars, to be honest. There's no better reason for that decision. I also wanted to add the department that's like the top thingy, and I also figured out some different biology departments. Yeah, and then I also wanted to add the name on the bottom, because you're still supposed to know whose badge it is, I suppose. And I also wanted to see how it then would look like on a person. So I messily sketched Peggy. Yes, Peggy works for the ICP. The thing is, most people in the ICP don't have a clue what is happening in any other departments, because it is very, very secretive. For example, Peggy is in the department for, like I think I called it FFF, for flora, fauna, and fungi, basically. So, I guess mainly land animals, mushrooms, and trees, because there's also maritime department. So yeah, um, the also with the stars, when you have a 1, you're just freshly there, and when you have a 7, you're like very, very, very high ranking. Like, it's hard to get there. And then there's also a specialty rank, star in the star. They have like special authorizations and stuff. Peggy is a 2, so she's not new, but she also doesn't really have any say. Therefore, she doesn't have a lot of knowledge about the other departments. Basically, the higher up you are, the more you know what other things are doing, the more trust you're basically given. But yeah, that's already it for this little world building session. And if you enjoy watching world building, if you enjoy watching world building content and or content, or you just think I'm cool somehow, maybe consider subscribing. If you don't wanna, that's fine too. But like, if you already like this, why wouldn't you want to stick around for more? Anyways, I hope to see you soon again. And until then, I wish you a wonderful time. Bye!